2024 has been an extremely challenging year for all of us, and especially me personally. Despite all the progress that I feel I have made over the past year, it has been by far the most difficult year of my life to date so far. And over the last few years, there has been a lot of different things that have changed the course of my life, that have impacted my life to date and will for the rest of my life. Every single thing that happens in our life shapes who we are today and our future selves. And for me, in the last 5 years, I've lost some very important people in my life. In the last 5 years, I've lost my grandmother, who was like a second mother to me. I've seen my mum and dad go through a divorce. I've seen my mum be terminally diagnosed with cancer and then losing her life just over a month ago. I've seen my dad been in intensive care on life support, being resuscitated twice, as well as going through a lot of challenges that we all face. Going to university, leaving, and then coming back, working jobs that I've had not a lot of interest in. Navigating life as a young man has never been more difficult than it is today. And these have just been kind of little things that I've kind of had to go through amongst the other things that I've mentioned over the last 5 years. And it has been extremely challenging, and I'm not going to sit here and say it's been easy, because every day is very hard, especially at the moment. I really struggle to get out of bed a lot of the time. A lot of the time I feel really down and very much hopeless. And if it wasn't for my kind of mindset, my belief and optimism, I probably wouldn't even be here speaking to you right now. And I wanted to make this video not to say just about everything that I've experienced in the last few years, and especially this year as a whole. I believe the end of the year is a great time for reflection and to look ahead to 2025, and let's hope for all of us, for me, for you, for everyone out there, that it can be an excellent year. But I think it's very important that we all do this and take some time. I hope you do tonight, and maybe in the start of 2025, to kind of think, if you've not done already, what has happened over the last year or so. What are you truly proud of over the last year? Where could you be better? What are you kind of working towards? Are you actually making progress to where you want to be in your life? And if you're living a life that is aligned to your true values, principles, and integrity, and I believe that's the way we should all live our lives. And there's been a lot of good things, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I feel there's been a lot of progress in this year for me. With the gym, with this YouTube channel, has doubled in subscribers since the end of last year, going from 600 to 1,200 subscribers. It's come a long way in a year, which is hard to do. To 100x anything is very difficult, no matter how kind of small scale it may be. It's very good progress. I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud of the progress I've made in a lot of areas of my life. But overall, you have to take some time to reflect, and there's a few messages that I want to give to you to make sure you feel this video is worth your time listening to. And obviously you don't have to take my advice on board, but these are the few messages that I have for you going into 2025. And that is that a lot of your life will be suffering, and you have to accept this, and you have to choose your suffering, because a lot of the time, everything we do in life is a choice. And I could say, I didn't choose for my mum to not be here, didn't choose for my grandma not to be here, didn't choose for my parents to be divorced and all of this stuff, but you choose how you react to every single circumstance, whether it be in your control or out of your control. As I've mentioned, a lot of things in life are out of your control, but how you respond to everything is completely within your grasp, and you have 100% responsibility on how you respond to everything, and that's very important. And life will go through order and chaos, and for me, it's going through that kind of chaos stage now, and a lot of life will be like this. And probably the best thing you could do is kind of prepare yourself for this. If you feel like your life is actually really kind of organized right now and is going really well, you maybe not exactly watching this video, but if you do genuinely feel like life is going really well, maybe the best thing for you to do is to step out your comfort zone and kind of put yourself in something that's going to really scare you, and you're in the face of adversity, and see how you respond to that, because that will set you up even in the moment if you feel like there's no point in it, because trust me, you will thank me later when you've put yourself through this. Because I think especially for a young person having experienced this over the last 5 years, I probably could have done with a bit more preparation for this when I was younger in life, and if I had that, it probably wouldn't be felt like being hit by a bus 1,000 miles an hour, because that's kind of how it has felt over the last few years, and especially this year, like I say, the most challenging year of my life. And the next thing, as I kind of mentioned previously in this video, is always stick to your principles, your values, and who you are, despite society and despite the environment that you are in, whether there be your friends, peers, work colleagues, family, anyone around you. If anyone tries to kind of change who you are, shape who you are, and especially the values inside of yourself that you've had from a young age, make sure they don't change, because this is something that I think maybe you watching this video and a lot of people say to me is that you really do kind of stand strong with the things you believe in, and I always try and honor my values and stuff that I truly are important to me and things that I value in my life, because it kind of goes on to my next point, which is that not a lot of things really matter, and I think having those values that mean a lot to you are very important. Having your friends and family that you truly care about, working on something every single day that feels very purposeful to you, working on your mental and physical health are the things that actually matter in your life. Having enough money, just to live comfortably, as long as you have that, it doesn't really matter too much. You will be far happier than a lot of other people if you are focusing on those things that matter in your life. Like I say, it's the relationships you have in your life. It's the work you're crafting every single day. It's the physical and mental health that you possess, and you work on every single day, I hope. And this is very important. Like I say, it really doesn't matter a lot of other things. And last, and most importantly probably, longevity is so important, especially in this day and age where we're seeing a lot of people being quite flippy-floppy, especially when it comes to their career, the stuff they're doing. And even as I mentioned, relationships, a lot of people hop from one to another, opting out of relationships. As soon as things get tough, everyone's making a dash for it. No one wants to know when things are getting tough in anything in life. Everyone wants to go. And if you can build, especially when I think it comes to skills and the person you are and what's inside of here and inside of your heart, they're the most important things that you have. And if you possess really strong qualities that not a lot of people, especially at a young age, have, especially in this generation where a lot of people don't really want to learn and develop themselves that much anymore, and a lot of people aren't really learning at all. They are wasting time, and we all know this time and time again. I've mentioned this. Create skills, create habits that will offer you longevity, that will give you a sustained success in your life, whatever that may be, the type of lifestyle that you're living, the type of physique you're able to possess, everything in your life. You want to create that early doors between especially like 18 to 25, 30. You want to think of things, okay, so what can I do now that I can sustain for the rest of my life, instead of a lot of people, especially when it comes to money, that I've mentioned previously, will just obviously run out of money because they're spending a lot now on cars, on flashy things to impress other people. And that's one of the most important things you can do. Really think long term, okay, what is going to bring me happiness and fulfillment in my life? And do the groundwork now, and make sure and once you do that for a couple of years, you can just tick on nicely, and your life will be so much easier, and you'll be in such a better position than everyone else you see around you. And this could be a whole topic, but I think that's one of the most important things that I could say to you looking ahead into 2025. And yeah, they're my tips ahead for 2025. I really wish you all the best in 2025. And I really, like I say, have every single success. Put yourself in the best position. Do everything you possibly can. And let's make it a good year. And we'll hopefully see this channel go to another level in 2025. There's a lot to come, and I'm certain of that. If you need any more guidance, my one-to-one personal coaching link will be in the description. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the new year. Have a good one. Take care.